Learning game development is a long journey that I can say never ends. Game development is a field that contains a lot of fields like mathematics, programming, graphics, physics, storytelling, and the list goes on. What I want to say is that to be a game developer, you need to have strong knowledge about these fields to get the full picture of game development. Learning how to make a game doesn't mean you are learning game development. What? How? Learning how to make Flappy Bird, it means you just learned how to make Flappy Bird. Game development is much bigger than making a game. Learning game development in the right way is to learn the components of it, like mathematics, physics, programming, game AI, and so on. But these fields are hard and complicated to understand, you may say. Yes, right. Remember that big games like Red Dead Redemption 2 or God of War aren't made by one person. If you search about how big games are created, you'll find that each field in game development have a team that's working on it. Each person has tasks in the field he or she good at. But Stardew Valley, Undertale, and a lot of beautiful games are created by one person. Nowadays, the idea of solo game developer is the thumbnail of game development, and everyone just discovered game development wanted to be a solo game developer. I don't have any problem with it. One thing you have to know that these people who made these games have long experiences with the areas of game development. They are not good at all of the field of game development. They are human. They did it. I am human. I can do it. If you're thinking like this, that means you want to achieve your goals. But why and how you can achieve your goals in game development field? Why? Understanding why you want to learn game development will make a lot of things much easier to do. Like you want to learn game development because you like games and you wanted to really understand how games are made. Or you think that the game industry will make you rich. There are a lot of whys. Maybe a lot of you have the same why or the same reason. But don't focus on the why of others. Focus on your own. Ask yourself, what making me wanted to learn game development? Answering this question and more will make your vision clear. Why do I even make my vision clear? You may ask. Good. Asking questions will make you always discover new things. Making your vision clear about game development will make you see if this field is for you or not. Believe me, game development is really hard and complicated to learn. Your vision will tell you is it good to put a lot of effort in learning game development or not to learn it at all. Game development made up with a lot of fields, and the big ones are client-side development and server-side development. Client-side development refers to the operation on player's device, such as a console, computer, or phone. The client side handles the graphics rendering, user input, and sometimes the game logic, contrasting with the server side tasks like managing multiplayer connections and synchronizing game states. Developer must optimize performance, ensure smooth UI and UX, reduce load times, and enhance security on the client side to provide a seamless, lag-free gaming experience. Security measures, including data obfuscation and encryption, are initial to prevent cheating in multiplayer games. On the other hand, server-side development refers to operation performed by the server in a client-server network. In games, the server side manages the game's logic, rules, data persistence, security, and synchronization of game states among clients. It handles all processing not done on the client side. Server-side code can be written in various languages, often PHP, Ruby, Python, .NET, Java, or JavaScript. Understanding server-side programming is crucial for game developers to create maintainable, scalable, and secure online games. Each side contains a lot of areas, like in the client side has mathematics, game physics, game engine, and so on. The server side too contains its own areas like TCP, UDP, IP, and programming languages that you have to learn to deal with the server, like C#, C++, PHP, and so on. You can find the roadmap of a game developer in roadmap.sh. Client-side development and server-side development are not the only areas in game development. There are a lot of areas like game design, system design, and the list goes on. But what are the important fields in game development? If I learn them, I can start make games. The answer is any fields. Really? How? Tutorials. Now after this video you can follow a tutorial on YouTube about making Flappy Bird on Godot, and you can go further than that and just make the AI handle it for you. Are you joking? Of course yes. A lot of people just following the tutorials and ask AI. Don't get me wrong, AI in tutorials are good, but you have to make them help you. not to do things for you. The important fields in game development depends on you. Do you want to be a solo game developer? Then all fields are important. Do you want to be a game programmer? Then game physics, game mathematics, and game engine are most important for you. It only depends on you and your vision. As I said, it depends only on you, but if you are someone new to the field or someone who wants to restart learning game development by taking the right and clear path, I can help you with that. At the beginning, don't focus on how to make good story for the game or how to make assets for the game. If you are new to the field, try to follow tutorials and give yourself time to understand what is game development. Because many people think that game development is to make a game in Godot or Unity or join in a game jam. Yes, we can call the person who make these games a game developer, but that is not the full picture of game development. At the end, game development is the framework that gives us the ability to make a game. If you are someone who knows what is game development and wanted to start learning game development with a clear path, you can start with learning mathematics. Learning mathematics is one of the most important things you have to learn as a game developer. You can be good at programming without mathematics, but to be a game developer, you have to be good at math. Here, you can see what are the areas in mathematics you have to learn, and it is the same as for physics. Most of you wanted to make games with good mechanics and best simulations, and this requires to be good at mathematics, physics, and another field which is game programming. Game programming can be defined as the art and science of writing software code for video games. Learning these three fields at the first of your journey will make you a good game developer. Remember, mathematics, physics, and game programming. At the end, game development is one of the hardest and difficult fields to learn. If you thought that making games is just wasting of time or you can do it easily, that's your opinion. Mine, I see game development as a field that will make you learn a lot of things and it can make you rich. But that depends on a lot of factors. Learning game development is a process that takes a lot of time. What path will you take and how are you going to be a good game developer? All these questions you will answer them on your own if you really want to learn game development. And as always, until then, keep it simple.